Hi everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Okay, so here we are going to discuss over here a new topic. It's basically the basics of geometry. So geometry seems to be a heavy word for you. No, it shouldn't be because it is everywhere. We can see these topics which I am going to discuss. It is everywhere, even at your home. Okay, so let's start. First heading is point. Oh, it seems quite familiar to me and to you. Point. But let's learn about point. A point indicates a position in space. A position anywhere which is right there only. It has no length. It has no breadth or thickness. Like here, these are the points. These are the points which are there only. It has a definite position, but it doesn't have any length, breadth or thickness. And we read it as point A, point B, point P. And where do we find point? Point in our real life? Bottle cap, push pin. Basically, why bottle cap? Basically, the points are in circular form, right? So, tip of a pen, see, tip of a pen, microwave button. So, these are points in real life. Next, we have line. Line, basically these are the straight lines, right? So a line contains an infinite number of points. Suppose, look over here, I'll just explain this line. This is point A, it is one point. So similarly, it has numerous points with which a line is made. So a line contains an infinite number of points. I can write point A over here, I can write then point C, D, any, I can put in numerous points. And talking about line, it extends endlessly in both the directions. See, a line has two directions. One is going towards left, one is going towards right. It can extend endlessly in both the directions. We cannot measure it completely since it is extending in both the directions. How do we write it? Now this is very important. So since I have written this point A and B, so this is line AB, and this mark, this bar with two arrows is extremely important, because when you are not showing me the heading, you have just written AB and this bar, this symbol, I can say that this is line AB. And you can swap the places of whether you write AB or BA, but the symbols are very important, right? Talking about line in real life, it is x-axis on a graph. You must have seen some graphs. We have y-axis and x-axis, so it is endlessly moving in both the directions. A telephone line, train tracks, basically those who don't have any starting point or ending point, these are just endlessly moving. You cannot measure them. Next is line segments. Now line segments, the basic difference between line and line segments is that we cannot measure line, but line segment, we have a definite length, we can measure it. A line segment contains a finite number of points. See, when we can measure, when it is line segment PQ, it is starting from here and ending from here. So, it has limited number of points. We cannot say that it has infinite, right? Because since they are just started from here and stopped right there. It is a fixed distance between 2 points on a line, and it has two end points. We don't have any end points in line, but here it is ending, and it is written as, please kids, these symbols are very important. So this is line segment PQ and this is line segment, oh, I'm so sorry, it's not ED, I can write it as QP. I can swap the places, right? Whether I write it as PQ line segment or QP. But this bar is important. This differentiates between your line and line segment. In line we have arrows, in line segment it is just the plain bar. Okay, now this is very important. We use a ruler to measure the length of the segment. Ruler is the scale. Yeah, this scale is used to measure the line segment. Now, line segment in our real life, we have space bar on keyboard, right? It is this, the space bar is this much, so it is this much only. You can measure it. Edges of a paper, these are the edges. These are the edges. Piece of chalk, window blinds. Window blinds are basically in, this formation only, if I can say. So, this you can measure it. It's a line segment. Now, coming to the next heading, we had till now we have known about point, line segments. Now, other topic is this ray. Ray is an interesting one. You must have heard about ray. A ray contains an infinite number of points. Now, when I say infinite number of points, it means it can extend indefinitely. A ray has one end point. Why one end point? We'll see, this is one end point. I'll give you one example over here. I have written also, like sun rays. See, sun rays, sun is a point. From there, rays are coming and you cannot measure it. You cannot stop it. It goes on endlessly, right? So, sun rays are the example, perfect example of ray. So, you understand, a ray has one end point. The other end of the ray is extended indefinitely, and we write like this. Now, please listen carefully. We use the symbol ray to write the ray like this, RS and the bar, but we cannot swap the letters. We do not write it or say it even like SR, means S first and then R. No, it is starting from here, it is ending here. So, we will say only RS, ray RS. Now, here one example, I have drawn this diagram. It's a ray and the ray has the end point A and it has 2 points BC. So, we will write it as ray AB and ray AC. So, there are 2 rays in this one diagram. It is ray AB and ray AC. And rays in real life, flashlight, like torch also, the flashlight of the torch, the torch is that circular one, it is one, end point, and when it is moving ahead, we cannot measure the flashlight of a torch, right? The projector, same way. Arrows, sun rays. So, moving on to the next heading, it is intersecting lines. See, there are really many subtopics of lines, but they are quite interesting one, and you have already seen, but today we are discussing some minute details, exact details of what actually these are. So, now coming to intersecting lines, intersecting, when you find the meaning of this word also, intersecting, it just says when the two lines are intersecting with each other. When two lines meet at one point, they are called intersecting lines. And here, these two lines are intersecting at point P, which is known as the point of intersection. Suppose in your exam, when a diagram is given like this, and we'll ask what is name the point of intersection from this diagram. So, you will say point P is the point of intersection. So, we say it like this, line AB and line RS are intersecting lines and point P is the point of intersection. Now, intersecting lines in real life, hands of the clock, when the minute hand and the hour hand, they intersect with each other. Lines of the floor tiles, yeah, when you will see, you will be able to see that 4 tiles, they are the edges of the floor tiles, they are intersecting. The letter X, see, it is intersecting, right? So, the next is parallel lines. Parallel lines are very interesting and very easy to understand. See, parallel lines, they just move parallelly when they are at the same distance. If I measure the distance between MP and NQ, it will be same. They just move like this only. Two lines are parallel when they are at the same distance and do not meet. They never intersect. No, they just move on like this. The best example is railway tracks. Railway tracks, they are at the same distance. Now here we read it as line MN is parallel to line PQ, and see the way we write it. MN, please look at the symbol line MN. This tells me that this is line parallel to line PQ. So parallel lines in real life, bulletin board tracks, like this edges of paper also. See this one, the opposite one, minded the opposite one. See, if I look at this vertical edge of the paper and this edge, so these both the opposite edges of the paper are parallel to each other. Rug, similarly, rug edges opposite lines of a paper. When you have lines made on some notebooks, so those lines are parallel to each other. Next is perpendicular lines. Now perpendicular lines are basically when they see, this is intersecting lines. We have already learnt about intersecting lines. But when two lines are intersecting at 90 degree, we'll learn more about angles afterwards. But here for perpendicular lines, you just need to understand and remember that in perpendicular lines, two intersecting lines, they intersect at 90 degree angle. Okay, so AB is perpendicular to CD, and this is the symbol for perpendicular to, right? So perpendicular lines in real life, we have grit paper. Do you know grit paper? When there are like your maths notebook also, you have boxes made. So this is, but they are intersecting at 90 degree angle. Window edges, like this L shape, the letter L. Okay, I was holding the mobile with that hand. Yes, like here, this is L. So L, this edge, this intersection, it is at 90 degree. Ceiling tiles, floor tiles. So all these are examples of perpendicular lines. So now today we have learnt a lot. We have covered a lot of headings which are quite easy and good to understand for moving ahead in geometry. So point, it has a fixed position, it doesn't have any length or breadth. A line, it extends from both the directions. Line segment, we can measure it. Parallel lines, they never meet. Intersecting lines, when they cross each other at a single point. And perpendicular lines, when two lines intersect at 90 degree. Okay, bye.